प्रेमामृत बरसाओ बाबा,
प्रेमामृत बरसाओ बाबा,
प्रेमामृत बरसाओ बाबा,
दया करो भगवान,
दया कृपा करो भगवान,
दया करो भगवान,
दया करो
कृपा करो भगवान,
कृपा
प्रेमामृत बरसाओ बाबा,
देवसेनापते स्कन्दा सुब्रह्मण्या पाहि माम्।
देवसेनापते स्कन्दा सुब्रह्मण्या पाहि माम्।
देवसेनापते स्कन्दा सुब्रह्मण्या
राम रहीम को भजने वाले तेरे पुजारी बाबा। राम रहीम को भजने वाले तेरे पुजारी बाबा। राम रहीम को भजने वाले तेरे पुजारी बाबा। तेरा नाम एक सहारा, 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 एक सहारा। तुम ही हो गीता, तुम ही रामायण, तुम ही हो गीता, तुम ही रामायण, तुम ही हो वेद पुराण, ओ बाबा तुम ही हो वेद पुराण, तेरा नाम एक सहारा, एक सहारा, तेरा नाम एक सहारा। राम रहीम को भजने वाले तेरे पुजारी बाबा। राम रहीम को भजने वाले तेरे पुजारी बाबा। तेरा नाम एक सहारा, तेरा नाम एक सहारा। तुम ही हो गीता, तुम ही रामायण, हो गीता, तुम ही हो वेद पुराण, तुम ही हो वेद पुराण। तेरा नाम एक सहारा, एक सहारा, तेरा नाम एक सहारा, तेरा नाम एक सहारा, तेरा नाम एक सहारा, तेरा नाम एक सहारा, एक सहारा, तेरा नाम एक सहारा, एक सहारा। राम रहीम को भजने वाले तेरे पुजारी बाबा।
हरि नारायण हरि नारायण हरि नारायण भजो रे।
हरि नारायण, हरि नारायण भज रे।
हरि नारायण हरि नारायण हरि नारायण श्याम सुंदरा मदन गोपाला
सुंदरा मदन गोपाला
सच्चिदानंदा साई गोपाला
नंदा साई गोपाला
श्याम सुंदरा मदन गोपाला
श्याम सुंदरा मदन गोपाला
सच्चिदानंदा साई गोपाला
नंदा साई गोपाला
गोपालना गोपी गोपालना गोपी गोपालना भजुरे
गोपी गोपालना गोपी गोपालना भजुरे
हरि नारायण हरि नारायण हरि नारायण भजुरे हरि नारायण हरि नारायण हरि नारायण भजुरे हरि नारायण हरि नारायण हरि नारायण भजुरे
हरि नारायण हरि नारायण भजरे
हरि नारायण हरि नारायण हरि नारायण भजुरे श्याम सुंदरा मदन गोपाला
सुंदरा मदन गोपाला
सच्चिदानंदा साई गोपाला
नंदा साई गोपाला
गोपालना गोपी गोपालना गोपी गोपालना भजुरे
गोपी गोपालना गोपी गोपालना
हरि नारायण हरि नारायण हरि नारायण भजुरे हरि नारायण हरि नारायण हरि नारायण भजुरे नारायण भजुरे हरि नारायण भजुरे हरि नारायण भजुरे हरि नारायण भजुरे साई नारायण भजुरे नारायण भजुरे
Om Shri Sai Ram, offering our pranams at the feet of Sadguru Shri Madhusudan Sai. Respected elders, brothers and sisters, Sai Ram and good evening. At the outset, a hearty welcome to all the students and staff from all our educational campuses for the annual Sports and Cultural Meet 2025 of the Sri Sathya Sai Lokaseva Gurukulam group of institutions. Truly speaking, this is the most awaited and anticipated time of the year for every Sai student. For this is the time when we all come together as one big family. And this is the time when every student gets an opportunity to present their skills and talents in myriad forms, be it the march past, a presentation, a sport, through music or dance. And all of these as an offering of love and gratitude to Swami for all that he does for all of us all the time. Starting today, we have a slew of cultural programs every evening. This evening is a dance ballet Govindãrpanam by girl students of the Performing Arts Department. Nadupasana, a collective musical offering by students of various campuses, will be presented tomorrow. The Sai Symphony Girls Orchestra will present for the very first time here on Friday. On 8th morning is the exciting One World, One Family cricket match, and the Boys Orchestra will perform that evening. The annual Sports and Cultural Meet will take place on the 9th morning, followed by the valedictory session in the evening. As we look forward to this beautiful festival of joy here at Sathya Sai Grama over the next few days, we extend our best wishes to all our students so that together we can all make Swami happy. We will commence the program with Vedic invocation by the girls chanting Shraddha Sukta.
Shri Gurubhyo Namaha Harihi Om Shraddhayagnis samidhyate Shraddhaya vindate havihi Shraddham bhagasya murdhani Vachasa vedayamasi Priyagga shraddhe dadataha Priyagga shraddhe didasataha Priyam bhojeshu yajvasu Idam mauditam kridhi Yatha deva asureshu Shraddha mugreshu chakrire Evam bhojeshu yajvasu Asmakamuditam kridhi Shraddhan devaya jamanaha Vayugopa upasate Shraddhagam hridayya yakutya Shraddhaya huyate havihi Shraddham pratarhavamahe Shraddham madhyandinam pari Shraddhagam suryasya nimrichi Shraddhe shraddhapaye hama Shraddha devanadhivaste Shraddha vishwamidam jagata Shraddham kamasya mataram Havisha vardhayamasi Om Shanti 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 Harihi Om Tat Sata Shri Sai Ishwararpanamastu
We have a brief recap of Sadhguru's travels over the last few days. Last Thursday morning, he visited Mumbai for a press conference in regard to the cricket match. Legendary cricketer Sri Sunil Gavaskar graced the event, and Sadhguru explained that unity and fraternity are the underlying ethos of this unique match. Veteran cricketers from India and Sri Lanka will come together to create more awareness on our global mission. He also announced the Vishwanath Gavaskar Cricket Academy, which will be established here to train talented children. The next morning, Swami rang the opening bell at the National Stock Exchange. Marking the commencement of the day's trading, it symbolizes a fresh start, a new day with new opportunities. From Mumbai, Swami traveled to Hyderabad. That evening, he graced an event at the ITC Kohinoor. The India Startup Festival Foundation brought together many luminaries from different sections of society to build a framework for a global capability center forum in the state of Telangana. The program was graced by Mr. Sridhar Babu, Honorable Minister for IT, Electronics and Communications, Government of Telangana, along with many diplomats from the US and UK. There was a fireside chat between Sadhguru and Ms. Sirisha Oruganti, CEO and Managing Director of Lloyd's Technology. Topics discussed ranged from AI and ChatGPT, business and leadership, Advaita philosophy, and the mission and vision of our organization. On the morning of February 1st, there was a conference of Rotarians at the Ramoji Film City. Sadhguru spoke on the joy of giving. He said that our idea of life is to give, for only when you give will you receive. And when you give unconditionally and selflessly, that is when the true joy of giving happens. He appreciated Rotary's efforts in working for everyone's welfare and wished for a long-lasting partnership. In the evening, there was a Leaders in Action meet at Vamshi Ram Valencia. There were talks by Sri Balaji Reddy, Director of Vamshi Ram Builders and Developers. There was a discussion with Swami and Sri Uday Pilani, Chair at the Pilani Group. The growth and journey of our organization, challenges faced during CSR activities, the experience of Sadhguru running such a large organization were shared during the discussion. On the 2nd, Swami visited the Basavatarakam Indo-American Cancer Hospital and Research. He was welcomed by the hospital administration, and a detailed meeting with the hospital functionaries ensued on cancer and the challenges it causes. A partnership was discussed to spread awareness and undertake preventive measures. He then attended the Robotic Uro-Oncology Live Operator Workshop, where a live robotic surgery took place. He also went around the hospital visiting a few wards and other facilities. From the hospital, he proceeded to the residence of Sri Kalyan Chakravarti and after lunch retired for the day. From Hyderabad, Swami flew to Vijayawada and proceeded to Totlavalluru village, the native of Dr. Raja Mohan Rao of United Telecom. Villagers and children welcomed Swami, after which he visited Sri Venugopala Swami temple. At the local government school, he announced that a 50-bedded hospital would soon be established to serve people of that region. On the 3rd evening, another Leaders in Action event was organized at Novotel, with opening remarks by Dr. Narsaraju Manthena, President and Board Member, NRI Academy of Medical Sciences. There were talks by Dr. Raja Mohan and Dr. Mani Akineni. Dr. Ravi Vadlamani, former Vice Chairman, Audit Committee of Rotary International, engaged Sadhguru in a discussion, throwing light on various aspects of our organization and its journey. Yesterday afternoon, Swami returned from Vijayawada to Sathya Sai Grama. Earlier this evening, 2 presentation matches were held in Swami's divine presence at the stadium. University and pre-university students played together, showcasing their sporting talents. First was a basketball match, and this was won by Team One World. Next was a volleyball match, and the winners were once again Team One World. These are a few pictures. Participants were blessed with trophies and group pictures. This evening, we have a student who will share her thoughts with us. Pragnya is studying in grade 6 at Sri Sathya Sai Gayatri Niketanam campus.
Om Shri Sai Ram. Offering my most humble pranams at the divine lotus feet of my beloved master Sadguru Sri Madhusudan Sai. Respected elders, teachers, and all my dear brothers and sisters, a hearty Sai Ram to all. Paritranaya sadhunam vinashaya cha dushkrutam dharma samsthapanarthaya sambhavam yuge yuge. Bhagwan Shri Krishna declared that he will descend as an avatar in every yuga to destroy evil people. Bhagwan Shri Sathya Sai Baba said, I have come to destroy evil thoughts in the minds of people. His chosen instrument, our most beloved Sadguru Sri Madhusudan Sai, is continuing the divine mission of transforming mankind. He believes that the transformation must begin at a tender age itself. Therefore, he established Gurukulams for children. In these unique institutions, his chosen children like us get admission only by his grace. I personally feel that my parents have given me an unimaginable gift by getting me admitted in this holy and unique institution. Earlier, I had studied in an ICSE board school where academic knowledge was given utmost importance. But me and my parents were not happy and felt that something essential was missing there. Now I am really very happy as I have found what I was looking for. Swami is providing free education to all of us. He provides us with everything, whatever we all require, which our parents are supposed to provide. My parents admitted me here not just for these facilities, but they were attracted by the values in Swami's institution. After joining here, I got to know that there are two kinds of knowledge, Aparavidya and Paravidya. As hard work is the key to success, learning Paravidya is the key to become good and godlike our beloved Swami. In my understanding, Swami's concept of Paravidya is not limited to the allotted periods of Paravidya classes. Whatever values we learn and practice from morning to night every day is Paravidya. These values are for our upliftment from Manavatva to Madhavatva. We are blessed to learn Bhagavad Gita, Veda, Upanishad, music, dance, and the culture of Bharat. We even get the opportunity to participate and learn more about our Sanathana Dharma and the Vedic tradition of Homas. Now I am more confident and courageous as I am realizing that we are a part of the greatest civilization in the world. This is helping me have better clarity in my thoughts and actions. Now I can follow the tradition and be more devoted with better understanding. I am developing Daiva Priti, love for God, Papa Bhiti, the fear of doing anything wrong, and Sanganiti, the importance of following the rules of the institution. I am inspired by the stories of Nachiketa, Dhruva, and Prahalada. From Nachiketa, I learned the values of determination and courage, means to put efforts to learn something new and to be brave. Nachiketa, even in the face of adversity, refuses to back down from his quest for knowledge, and I am putting my efforts to be determined and courageous. From Prahalada, I learned the value of devotion. Devotion, according to me, means love for God, which means to follow God's words. Prahalada, even when faced with several challenges and threats from his father, had great devotion and unwavering faith towards Lord Narayana. And I am putting my efforts to be devoted. After joining here, I got to know about Swami and started following him. Slowly, my faith in him is developing. I have given myself and my future in his hands, knowing that he will take care of me and my family. Swami, we will put our efforts to bring a smile on your face Swami, kindly bless us all to live up to your expectations. Thank you. Jai Sai Ram.
Request our Chancellor, Shri B. N. Narasimhamurthy sir, to address all of us, please.
Dearest Swami, brothers and sisters, very dear students, boys and girls, on behalf of the university and the foundations running all the educational institutions, it is my privilege once again to invite, to welcome all the boys and girls and the teachers who have arrived here from all our campuses. It is a sight for gods to have the darshan of all our students here in the Premamrutham hall. Vidyarthi Devo Bhava was a dictum which was given by Bhagwan Sri Sathya Sai Baba and being implemented and practiced in letter and spirit by Sadguru Sri Madhusudan Sai. The Sports and Cultural Festival in our institutions has a long history. Complete education is education for the body, mind, heart and spirit. In these days, when only intellectual development and development progress in academics has become the one and the only criterion, giving complete education is a very important departure from the perverted idea of education in the modern times. I still remember the first Sports and Cultural Festival happened in the Sathya Sai institutions way back in 1984 on November 21st. The university was established by Baba in 1981, and in the 3 years, there was a kind of reputation which was going around in the public, among the people in the society, that Sai Baba students are only good in bhajan, bhojan and adhyayan. See, that was the opinion people were talking. They're not good in anything else. They are good only in bhajan, bhojan and academics. But Baba wanted to disprove. In fact, when he organized the first sports and cultural meet at Prashant Nilayam in November 1984, I had the great blessing of being the warden of the boys' hostel, one and the only boys' hostel at that point of time at Prashant Nilayam. And that was the idea with which Baba himself personally involved in getting the right kind of coaches so that the boys were trained in adventurous sports and the girls were trained in cultural activities. And a great show was put up on the evening of 21st November 1984, and Baba was so very happy, so very happy. And next evening, in his convocation address, this was the main theme. My boys and girls are not good only in bhajan, bhojan, and adhyayan. They are good in everything. They have proved it to the world yesterday. This is what Baba said. And continuing the mission in the most glorious way, which has made the world sit up and see, Sadhguru Sri Madhusudan Sai continues the same tradition. Shariramadhyam khalu dharma sadhanam. For pursuit and practice of any dharma, health of the body, stamina of the body is very, very important. That is why great importance is given. And apart from that, there are many other advantages when our boys and girls participate in the sports and cultural activities. And today is the first day that all the children are seated in the Premamrutham and living in Premamrutham. We always hear, in fact, through my window, I can see the practice, what great sincerity our boys and girls and their teachers are practicing all the events, the kind of music. And I would like to assure everyone here that the show is going to be great. Apart from the cricket match on the 8th, on 9th morning, you will have the best show. I've been a part of sports and cultural meets, and this is my 35th sports and cultural meet beginning with 1984. I can assure you that the quality of events that will be presented is going to be most wonderful on the 9th morning, and you can definitely look forward to it. With these words, I conclude and pray to Sadhguru for his benedictory discourse on this most wonderful evening. Thank you very much. Sai Ram to you.
Our educational institutions stand on three principles of 3 W's: work, worship, and wisdom. Work that purifies our heart because we do it for the sake of God. Worship that stabilizes our mind because we have only one thought in our mind, which is God. And wisdom that dawns on us when we have a pure heart, a stable mind, and our actions are all devoted to God. The wisdom that we ourselves are God happens to us in due course of time. So if I have to summarize the entire educational institution's efforts, it is to manifest these 3 ideas of work, worship, and wisdom. Adi Shankaracharya said in one of his compositions, Karmani Chitya Shuddhartham Ekagryatham Upasana Mokshartham Brahma Vidyayam Iti Vedanta Dindima. Means all actions are only to purify one's heart, and all the worship is to steady one's mind. And wisdom, for the sake of wisdom, when we must realize, for the sake of liberation, we must realize that wisdom, that all are divine. And this is the ultimate way of living. This is the declaration of Vedanta. We are just doing that. When you are coming here to participate in sports and cultural meet, you are doing it not to win or fight with another team or to prove yourself that you are better or superior. You are simply doing it for the joy of it and for the sake of offering it as an offering from your side to God. For others, there are devotees here, very senior devotees are there. They are very wise people, experienced people, wealthy people also. they can offer their wealth, their knowledge, their experience to this mission. Now, what can children offer? They only have their little skills, their sports, their music, their dance. So that is their offering to the divine through this mission. And this offering, act of offering, purifies one's heart. So this is what happens when you come for any event, including your day-to-day studies or your schedules. You simply follow it for the love of God. It will purify you. It will make you a better human being. It is as simple as that. Not for any selfish sake, but for the sake of pleasing God. So that is how work happens in our institutions. Worship happens. Paravidya, this little girl was speaking just now about Paravidya. And that is all about learning how to study one's mind by concentrating on higher truths, learning about higher truths, worshipping God, divine, you learn so many things. All that helps us to purify and steady our mind. Work helps us purify the mind. Worship helps us steady the mind. Like a lake where the water is steady and pure, you can see your reflection. If the water is unclean, impure, or it is unsteady, you can't see your reflection properly. So when both these happen, your work is pure because you have done it for God, so your mind becomes pure. And your worship is pure because you have steadiness of mind, you have no desires for yourself. And so your mind is always steady. When these two happen, then wisdom automatically happens, which is to realize that you yourself are divine. I always tell the story of the lion cub which was lost in the flock of sheep. Many of you know the story. It kept on thinking it's only a sheep after all, and lived like a sheep, till one fine day it met a real lion. And while all the sheep made off to safer pastures for their life, here was this little cub attracted by the grandeur of the majestic lion and went to it. And the big lion asked, "What are you doing here in the flock of sheep?" He said, "What do you mean? I am a sheep after all." He said, "No, you are not. You are a lion cub." He said, "I don't believe you." He said, "Come here, I will show you." And he showed the reflection of that cub in a lake which was having clear and still waters. And in that reflection, this cub realized, I myself am the lion. That is what we are doing here, making your mind pure like the clear water of the lake, and making your mind steady like the still waters of the lake. And then when you look into your own self, you realize that you yourself are divine. There is no other divine. You yourself are divine. So what is Bhagavan doing? Bhagavan is that big lion who showed me my reflection in the lake. Now my job is to show you your reflection in the lake. And where is the lake? In our mind, Manasa Sarovara. In that lake you see your reflection and you realize you are divine. Once you know that, you are fearless, like the lion cub became fearless after that day. So this is the whole essence of all the education and everything that you are doing here. If anybody asks you, you can tell them, what do you do in our institution? 3 W's, which is work, worship, and wisdom. When you do work for the sake of God, your mind becomes pure. Worship, you learn all these wonderful things, the Vedas, the Upanishads, the Stotrams, the Bhajans, and all kinds of traditions and customs. They help you steady the mind. And finally, wisdom happens to you. What kind of wisdom? That we ourselves are divine. And then there is no fear. You have no selfishness and no fear. And what are the other 3 things that you need to become a good missionary? Selflessness, fearlessness. All the 3 are required. Only then you are able to be a good missionary. You will be the lion cub. Then you can lead so many other lost cubs like this in the world to their own truth, that you are also lion. That is the idea. That is what we are doing. I am so happy to see everyone. I was so eager. I was actually on my toes to come back from Hyderabad trip because I was looking forward to meeting all of you. Yesterday I was a bit tired, so I could not come because I came late from our flight got delayed and we landed late and everything got late after that. But today I'm so happy to see. I'm so happy to also see the matches that happen. It's a mixed team match. Again, this was the idea was given by a student long back. He said, why are you pitching one another against the other when you say all are brothers, we should play together? Why shouldn't we have mixed teams? And since then, all final matches have been mixed teams, where students of different campuses learn to work together, play together. What was beautiful about today's match is a great truth. The truth is, when they were playing the basketball match especially, sometimes it's not always about going forward in life. Success does not come by only going forward and all by yourself. Success comes when you work with others. Sometimes you pass the ball back strategically, trick the opponent, and then another friend who is waiting behind you, not in the front of you, catches the ball and shoots it, and you still get a basket. So sometimes in life you have to take a step backwards. That's not really a setback or a failure. It sometimes is the necessary pause to sit and think and to find the right partner to work with, and then again go forward and win the match. So there is nothing called failure in life. Sometimes you lose some games. It is not a loss. It is only a lesson. Lesson, how could we have done things better? And that lesson, if you learn, you are a better person. And with that betterment, with that improvement, you can do much better tomorrow. So don't ever dishearten yourself when you are short of achieving what you have set out to achieve. Think of it as a lesson and then learn from it. There is no mistake. There is only a lesson. Learn from it. How can I become better using the lessons that I have learned? And then next time you do better. So all should be happy. At the end of it, if some people are crying, I lost that match, I didn't get the medal, I did not get the cup, then we have lost the very spirit of this sports and cultural meet. It's here for everybody to enjoy and rejoice. And if somebody else wins, all the more you should be happy. Why? Because if you had won, maybe only you would be happy. If somebody else has won, both of you can be happy. So learn to feel joy in the joy of others. And that is how one should be. Don't swell up with pride during success, and don't shrink with depression during failures. There is nothing called a failure, it's only a lesson. Setbacks in life are the necessary pause that is required for us to recollect ourselves, gather ourselves, learn, and again next go and do what you have got to do. So this is how you should be. I'm looking forward to the other events that are coming up. And I was walking and I saw one boy. He showed me one sketch of mine. He's done so well. I used to sketch when I was a small boy, even now. But he's done very well. His name is Ganesh, from 11th standard in Mandya. And he did with pencils, color pencils. And I wanted to tell you all that I went to Chitrakala Parishad, which is an apex body for art and culture in Karnataka. It was founded long back by art patrons, and today also it conducts a lot of courses, degrees and programs, exhibitions. They were supposed to visit, for some reason they can't come during this time, but they will come after a week or so. We are putting up an exhibition of the artwork of the students of all these campuses. I think it will be inaugurated tomorrow when I am coming in the evening. And you all can go and encourage the students. And in 2 years' time, within 2 years' time, not even 2 years, you will also get a course of Bachelor's in Fine Arts, which would be about painting, sketching, and printing and such works. So those students who want to be in that with Chitrakala Parishad as a joint venture, you will also have the opportunity to learn fine arts. So this is how I want to encourage everybody who is born to do what they're born to do. They should get an opportunity to do that. Everybody can't be a doctor or an engineer or a scientist. Some have to be artists as well, because they bring so much of color, so much of beauty, so much of variety to our lives. So music, dance, art, everything. That's why this is sports and cultural meet. In the culture part of it, you learn all these things. And so now we have a dance recital. I give them often many chances because I want them to come up quickly. We have no time to lose, and they work very hard. They have been performing everywhere. They're going to be presenting a recital guided by Dr. Revati Ramachandran. Again, she is a great, not just a dancer herself, but she's also a great composer and a great teacher. And her coming from Chennai Kalakshetra, she was the director of Kalakshetra, again a very big, like Chitrakala Parishad in Bangalore. For fine art, Kalakshetra is for dance and other things. So she came from there just for our sake, and she has been training our children. They're going to perform now. Tomorrow we are going to also hear the girls' orchestra. The first time they're going to perform a recital. They've got nice dresses and instruments. And then the day after there is a boys' orchestra that you all know. And then the cricket match, and then you have your sports and cultural meet. To me, really, cricket match is not the most important event. Your sports and cultural meet presentation is most important. And people ask me, what is the need for a cricket match in an ashram? I tell them, not for the sake of enjoying a cricket match or not that cricket is so important to us in the ashram. Simply, cricket is something that connects people very quickly. A billion people watch cricket in India at least, and around the world. And one game of cricket can spread this message that we are one world, one family faster than all the discourses and all the travel I can do around the world. So this is why this is just a tool to help us spread this message. And I want this word, this phrase to get inside people's mind, one world, one family. Because the way I travel and I see around, the people are becoming very divided. For small reasons they fight and they divide themselves. In this world, at least a message like this should be heard time and again, so that people are reminded that there is a greater philosophy by which they can live. And in their times of distress and despair, maybe a thought like this will help them to be a better human being. And that is why this is happening. We're looking forward to every of the events, but most importantly, I am looking forward to the 9th. I know you're all working very hard. Just like Narasimhamurthy can see from his window, I can also see from my Anandam window what you are allowed to. And mind you, he might not have a binoculars, but I have binoculars too. You also have? Okay. So we are all spying on you. But this is out of joy. You see your family people, when they come, you want to see what they're doing. So I keep watching from the window. I'm very happy to see all the teachers, staff. I know you all have worked very hard. This time the dates were also uncertain due to cricket match. See, if you do a cricket match in one day and then another day, sometime later we do sports meet, it becomes very difficult for me to bring all of you together again and again to ashram. The logistics of it and everything else becomes a cumbersome job. Therefore, this time it got delayed because the cricketers were not sure of their dates. So we could not do it in January, but that does not absolve you from not studying after going back. You are closer to your examinations than before. So I'm sure you have finished some of your MAs and come, right? And the rest you will finish after going back. This is what I'm saying, that we should be very agile. We should be very quick. Whatever needs to be done should be done. And last thing I want to tell today in a commentary at the basketball ground, one boy made a beautiful statement. It really touched my heart. He said, you never know how strong you are till you have no other choice than to be strong. That is a beautiful statement. And many times I'm strong because I have no other choice than to be strong for you all. And that is why we are able to do what we have done. So you are my motivation, you are my inspiration. You are the reason what I do, whatever I'm doing. And you are the source of my strength. When I look at you and I look at your future, I have no choice but to be strong for you. And that gives me a lot of strength, and that is how we plow on, we march on, we go on doing what we are doing. So once again, lot of love and blessings to everyone. I'll talk to you again tomorrow and day after. Today we will enjoy the Bharatanatyam recital by our own students. Encourage them. All right, and no chatting behind small kids. Even if you don't understand, try to watch. And you'll understand something out of it. They'll tell the story. It's about Govardhanagiri story. You know how Krishna lifted the Govardhanagiri with Gopalas and so on. So you may not understand the literature behind it, but you will understand the presentation. Don't simply chit-chat at the back. That's all I'm trying to say, especially the small ones. Okay.
We'll have a short break for 10 minutes, and after which we shall have this evening's cultural program. Sairam and welcome back. Students from the Department of Performing Arts Nrityam will present this evening Govindãrpanam, a thematic presentation in the traditional Margam format of Bharatnatyam, glorifying Lord Vishnu and his Leelas through his avatars as Lord Vamana, Lord Venkateshwara and Lord Krishna. The ballet will include verses from Divya Prabandham, a collection of 4,000 verses composed by the Alvars. Next will be a Varnam in Ragam Shanmukha Priya, composed by violin maestro Lalgudi Sri Jayaraman, followed by Pasurams or stanzas from the Tirupavai, and will conclude with a Tilana in Ragam Amrita Varshini. As part of the orchestra, we have Srimati Revati Ramachandran on the Nattuvangam. She is a choreographer and director of Nada Gurukulam. On the vocals, we have Srinivas Vishwanath and Sujan, Mahesh on the Mridangam, Ms. YG Srilata on the Veena, Mr. Kritik Kaushik on the violin, Raghu on the flute, on the tabla is Kishore, rhythm pads Venkatesh, and Sai Shivansh on the keyboard. Please put your hands together for Govindãrpanam.
Om Sri Sairam. Offering today's presentation at the lotus feet of Swami. It is with great pleasure that we are presenting this thematic presentation, which is in a traditional Bharatanatyam Margam format, consisting of an opening number followed by a Varnam and then a Tilana. Govindãrpanam extols the greatness of Lord Vishnu in his various avatars. We begin with verses from Divya Prabandham, which is preceded by a Mela Prapti, which is a pure dance presentation, followed by the Divya Prabandham, where the greatness of Vishnu, him reclining on the Adisesha on Parkadal, that is the ocean of milk, and the greatness of his consort Lakshmi, who beautifully resides with him on his chest, the greatness of the conch that he bears, the shanga, the chakra that he also has, are all extolled in the first piece. We begin with Mela Prapti, followed by praises to the Lord Vishnu, which is in the form of Pallandu. This is a traditional beginning of every temple worship where these Divya Prabandhams are sung. The Pallandu is the beginning of all these worship in Vaishnavite temples. We begin with Mela Prapti, followed by Tirupallandu. The next presentation is Varnam. Varnam is the most intricate number in a Bharatanatyam performance, comprising of both abhinaya, facial expression, and nritta, footwork. Today's Varnam is a presentation on the god of Tirupati Tirumala, Govinda. The song goes as to tell the greatness of Krishna, Vishnu, and Mahabali's story. We begin with the verses which talk about how sages and all the devas are forever at the feet of Lord Vishnu. This Lord Vishnu is being served by none other than Goddess Lakshmi, who is forever residing at his feet, and Brahma is arising out of his navel. We then go on to tell the story of how he is the most compassionate one. Here, the story of Govardhana Uddharan is elaborated. Krishna asks the people of Vrindavan to pray to the Govardhana hill instead of Lord Indra. Indra is angered and sends out storm and rain and floods, which really harm the people of Vrindavan who seek refuge in Krishna. Krishna lifts up the Govardhana Giri with his little finger and protects the people of Vrindavan. The next episode talks about the king Mahabali, who performs a very big yajna and is giving away a lot of wealth to all the Brahmins. At that time, Vishnu takes the form of a dwarf and approaches Mahabali and requests him for 3 steps with his leg. Mahabali also grants him that and then realizes that Vamana is none other than Lord Vishnu, who takes the Vishwarupa form and measures the earth with the first step and the skies with the second one, and asks Mahabali where should he put the third feet. When Mahabali offers his head and becomes the ruler of the netherworld. So this is the second story which is elaborated. Thirdly, we go on to elaborate the story of Tirupati Tirumala, where Lord Venkateshwara weds Padmavati. Bhrigu Muni, after going to the lokas of Shiva and Brahma, goes on to Vaikunta to see Vishnu, for he has to decide on who is to get the main portion of the yajna which they are to perform. At that time, Vishnu is still reclining on the ocean and does not notice Bhrigu. Angered Bhrigu Muni kicks Lord Vishnu on his chest. Lakshmi Devi is tormented by this act, but Vishnu very gracefully goes and presses the leg of Bhrigu Muni and removes the third eye which is there in his leg, and thereby the ego of the Muni is gone. Goddess Lakshmi leaves Vishnu and goes to Bhuloka. Vishnu goes in search of her and does tapas in the Bhuloka. The goddess Lakshmi comes as a cowherd and brings Shiva and Brahma as the cow and calf and takes them to the king of Chola, where the king of Chola is angered that the cow and calf are going to give some milk in an anthill under which the Lord Vishnu has been meditating. When he tries to hit against the anthill, the Lord Vishnu appears and curses the king to become Ashura. Later, he blesses him to become Akasha Raja and the father of Padmavati. He becomes the son of Vakula Devi and weds Padmavati, taking money from Kubera. This episode is being narrated here. We then talk about the greatness of the Lord residing in Tirupati, who has no one to be compared to and who has taken the Dasa avatars. Presenting to you Varnam in the Raga Shanmugapriya, set to Aditala, a composition of the violin maestro Lagudi Sri Jayaraman. da da Come,
தரிசித்து திருமலை தன்னில் சதா கடலலை போ மதிமுகம் தரிசித்து கோவிந்த வைகுண்டம் ஆனந்தமே மாடியுடன் அங்கய பயந்தர துங்க அலமே
மங்கை மணவாளன் செங்கமாடியுடன் மங்கைய பயந்தர துங்காலமே மங்கை மணவாளன் செங்கமாடியுடன் மங்கைய பயந்தர துங்காலமே மங்கை மணவாளன் ஸ்ரீனிவாசன் பெருமை சொல்ல தரமோ ஸ்ரீனிவாசன் பெருமை நிதனி பதம பகனி ரப மகரி சரி சரி பகனி சரி சரி கரிதா நிதனி பதம பகனி ரப மகரி சரி சரி பகனி சரி சரி கரிதா பகனி சரி ரப மகரி சரி 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 ரப மகரி சரி சரி ஸ்ரீனிவாசன் பெருமை சொல்ல தரமோ ஸ்ரீனிவாசன் பெருமை கலியுகம் தனி கருணாமூர்த்தி துலபமல மாணிக்க வைடூரி அலங்கார கம்பீர சௌந்தர்ய சேவை காண பல கோடி கந்த வேணு கலியுகம் தனி கருணாமூர்த்தி துலபமல மாணிக்க வைடூரி அலங்கார கம்பீர சௌந்தர்ய சேவை காண பல கோடி கந்த வேணு ஸ்ரீனிவாசன் பெருமை சொல்ல தரமோ ஸ்ரீனிவாசன் பெருமை சாப சாங்கரி சனித பமகரி சரி கரி கம கம பதனி சாப சாங்கரி சனித பமகரி சரி கரி கம கம பதனி சாப சாங்கரி சனித பமகரி சரி கரி கம கம பதனி சாப சாங்கரி சனித பமகரி சரி கரி கம கம பதனி சரி கரி சனி கரி சனி தமதனி சனி தம சரி கம சரி கரி சனி தனி சரி சனி தமதனி சனி தம சரி கம பாம கரி சனி தனி தம பதனி சகரி சனி தம கரி பாம கரி சனி தனி தம பதனி சகரி சனி தம கரி சரி கரி மதனி பாதம பா சரி சாத ஸ்ரீனிவாசன் பெருமை சொல்ல கடலோ ஸ்ரீனிவாசன் பெருமை அன்று பார்த்தன் நேரோட்டி அருகீதையுடன் நரகாத மரம் ஏழு வசரம் எய்து தன்னிடம் நாட்டிடும் பருநாமன் அன்னை மகள் பத்மவல்லி தன்னை அன்போடு மறந்த பெருங்கடலாளன் பதனி பத்மநாபன் கல்யாண ஸ்ரீனிவாசன் பெருமை சொல்ல கடமோ ஸ்ரீனிவாசன் பெருமை
The next presentation is from the work of Andal, Tirupavai. The Divya Prabandhan contains two portions of the work of Andal. One is the Tirupavai and the other is the Tiruvaimozhi. From Tirupavai, we have chosen two verses, one which will be featured now. In this particular verse, there are 30 verses of Tirupavai. In this particular verse, the diagrams which depict this verse shows the young girls playing kolatam as they sing the praise of Male, Manivanna, the beautiful Lord who is gem-studded and who looks so beautiful and resplendent. So we are now presenting a kolatam as a part of this presentation for a Tirupavai, Male Manivanna. This will be in the raga Kuntalavarali set to Aditara.
மாதே மணிவண்ணா மாதே மணிவண்ணா மார்கழி நீராடுவாய் 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 வேலையா செய்வனது வேண்டுவனே பிரியே வேலையா செய்வனது வேண்டுவனே பிரியே வேலையா செய்வனது வேண்டுவனே பிரியே வேலையா செய்வனது வேண்டுவனே பிரியே கொடியே
will be concluding our recital with a tilana. This tilana has been imagined in the form of a ras, which is the dance of Krishna with the gopikas. This tilana will be followed by another Tirupavai, which is usually sung as a Mangalam, Vanga Kadal Kadenda. The tilana is in the ragam Amritavarshini, set to Aditadam, composed by Vidushi S. Rajeshwari.
Thank you. Baba
I'm very happy that this standard of recital has come out in a short time. Thanks to Dr. Revati, I'm sure she has worked a lot on them. And the Varnam came out so well. And I couldn't believe that this is our hall and these are our children. It came out so well. I'm very, very proud today because they all have done a fantastic job. All the singers, the musicians, everybody also did a very, very high quality job. And all of you children also have done very well. I have personally watched a few of them who were struggling last time. This time they've improved a lot compared to the last time. So it's hard work pays. And that's what has happened. Keep at it. And sure, you can go places. You're already going places, isn't it? Again, they're also going to perform at Prayagraj under the Ministry of Culture on the 17th of February. Yes, they're going to perform there too. As you know, we also have a medical camp going on from our institute at Prayagraj. But this is what can happen when the right teacher meets the right students in the right place. And this is why magic happens. I'm sure it is only the beginning of many such great things to come. But I think so far what I have watched our children perform, this was the most technical performance that they performed so far. This was the toughest. The Varnam was the toughest. But they have done a wonderful job. I'm sure there is scope for improvement all the time, but then they have come to a great, great level from where they were. And I'm very happy, and a lot of blessings to you and all the children and everybody else who is a part of it. Yeah, it's only getting better. I'm sure they'll perform internationally soon. Dr. Revati said that she will prepare a troupe and she will take them with her, and I will take them with me around the world and make them present in many countries. That's how you can do your duty towards your motherland, to this culture, by spreading this beauty. And I'm sure the children also have enjoyed because the stories were familiar. And if you paid a little attention, I'm sure you would have understood the entire storytelling. Wonderfully done. I cannot have enough of it, but due to paucity of time, today we will stop here. I'm very happy, and I met Dr. Revati 3 years ago. And I told her that time that someday you would come here and teach here. That time she was the director at Kalakshetra. I don't think she imagined in her wildest dreams that this is what was her future. But I told all these people, one day Dr. Revati is going to come and she'll become the director here, and she's going to take charge of the music and dance. And that has happened, come to pass. And see, within a short span of a year, less than a year, our standards of performances have gone up. And this is truly due to the soul and whole efforts of Dr. Revati. And that is how it has come out. Even our singers are singing better, the mridangam is better, the tabla is better, everything is better. So it is definitely to her credit. There is no doubt about it. Of course, the students have worked hard, and there is no substitute to hard work. The more efforts you put in, the better it will come out. Please help each other, correct each other, guide each other. Especially the senior ones should help the junior ones to correct their postures, their footwork, their abhinaya. But definitely it has come a long way, and I'm very happy and satisfied and proud about the entire performance. You want to say a word?
I spoke so much.
Okay. All right, just.
साई हरे भक्त जना संरक्षक भक्त जना संरक्षक अति महेश्वरा ओम जय जगदीश हरे शिवदना श्रीकरा सर्वा प्राणपते स्वामी सर्वा प्राणपते आश्रित कल्पलतिका आश्रित कल्पलतिका आबद्बान्धवा ओम जय जगदीश हरे माता पिता गुरुदैवमु मर्यन्तयु नीवे स्वामी मर्यन्तयु नीवे नाद ब्रह्म जगन्नाथ नाद ब्रह्म जगन्नाथ नागेन्द्रशयना ओम जय जगदीश हरे ओंकार रूप ओजस्वी साई महादेवा सद्गुरु साई महादेवा मंगल आरती अंदुको मंगल आरती अंदुको मंदर गिरिधारी ओम जय जगदीश हरे नारायण नारायण ओम सत्य नारायण 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 ओम नारायण नारायण ओम सत्य नारायण नारायण ओम सत्य नारायण नारायण ओम जय सद्गुरुदेवा नारायण नारायण ओम सत्य नारायण 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 ओम नारायण नारायण ओम सत्य नारायण नारायण ओम सत्य नारायण नारायण ओम जय सद्गुरुदेवा नारायण नारायण ओम सत्य नारायण 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 ओम नारायण नारायण ओम सत्य नारायण नारायण ओम सत्य नारायण नारायण ओम जय सद्गुरुदेवा ओम शांति 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 समस्त लोका सुखिनो भवन्तु समस्त लोका सुखिनो भवन्तु समस्त लोका सुखिनो भवन्तु ओम शांति 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 जय बोलो भगवान श्री सत्य साई बाबा जी की जय जय बोलो सद्गुरु श्री मधुसूदन साई जी की जय